Yeah.
Oh no. Nice to see you too. Looks like those black creatures are headed out to space. We're on our way to the Ark, so I guess that means we're going too.
Awesome.
Never
I
heard that.
I
I
love how
was
you're
so surprised.
I love how your Sonic
Amazing.
voice is just like a standard British impression of an American.
I can't do. Yeah, no, that's just my Sonic voices. I
Yeah.
mean, because Sonic is just the quintessential American
Uh.
character, as dreamt up by a Japanese guy.
Hell yeah.
He's fast, loud, and obnoxious, and only does the right thing when it suits him.
Hell yeah. Alright, so last we left off, you had decided to go into the mist. With Sylvana and Scott in tow. Felina wanted to explore around a bit as you made your way towards Tenzis. She, with Scott, found a white glowing ring that when she put it on, transported you to a bizarre pocket dimension house thing. Where you saw apparitions of Angelo's father, of Hero's hometown, and the local Hero's hometown, where he received news, apparently, of his grandfather's death. Felina saw apparitions of Stella and Randall and Davros, all saying very upsetting things to her, and choking her. Scott wound up. You saw Scott, dad, making him do some really dangerous shit inside a forgery, inside a forge, and going after you once you tried to stop him. And then finally you went into Sylvana's old hometown, where she confronted whatever was in one of those houses on her own and came out without wanting to speak of it. And then you confronted a powerful mist spirit that took on all these forms and eventually laid out several tempting gifts for all of you, of which only one of you could take, and Felina was the one who took the gift, which was being enveloped by the mist and transported out into the middle of it, surrounded by creatures that you had to protect yourselves from. But Felina woke up with the voice of Chasok, the great snake from the swamp, with hyper sight. She could see the threads of fate connecting everything, and with a single cut, she was able to part ways through Angelo's massive torrent of tornadoes, and that were protecting them, and walk safely to the road to Tenzis, following a thread. At which point, after exiting the mist, Sylvana skipped off north to go check out this encampment where the people who kidnapped those two children back in the scrap heap are apparently based out of. She's going to go investigate it, and she said, if she's not back by tomorrow night, go there yourselves. But she'll meet up with you in Tenzis by tomorrow night. And with that, you all went off on the road to Tenzis, and that was where we left off. So, it's the dead of night. You're just going down the path. Felina's got a skip in her step, as I recall. Felina?
Yep, skipping her step. I'd say that's accurate.
All
A
right,
twinkle
yeah.
in her eye.
Yeah. As you're on your way to Zebedee, so it's just a short road. It's a middle length. It's a shortish road, but it'll take should take like half an hour to an hour to get down there. So what are you doing? The silent walk along the road.
Felina's humming to herself a bit, I think, unless
Right.
someone's...
We're headed to Zebedee.
To Tenzis.
Yeah, okay.
You're on this road.
Yeah. I think Angelo's feeling probably a little bit drained from all that.
Yeah.
But Yeah,
He made a big storm.
he's got mixed feelings about what he just did. It was necessary, but it was also just the purest expression of, well, the fucking power that he has. But yeah. So he's mixed because also barely anyone seemed to really register it happened. And he thinks it was cool, but also, fuck. That was a bit much.
Yeah. And Felina seemed to have an episode of just pure understanding and then skipped off.
Yeah.
So
And cut cut the swath through the
yeah,
storm.
did something from your perspective. She just did something, and the your storm parted in the direct path of Tenzis.
Yeah, that
And
too.
she led you there. So yeah,
something changed in there, and
and that's Silvana pointed it out. She said before she left to go up north, you know, paying no mind to her own tiredness, just said, you know, just said, you know, what do you think she's becoming? And then just like shook her head and went off. So you know, that's something on your mind. That's something that's probably on your mind if you want to
Yeah.
go interrogate her about it.
Yeah, okay, actually, Angelo does kind of hasten his step a little and just does kind of ask Felina, what did you do back there?
Back when? You'll have to be a bit more specific. A lot happened.
You know, there's no ambiguity about that. You cut through my storm. You gave us an exit. We were surrounded, and then you get up and tide turns in a moment.
You know I can cut through things with my powers.
Not like that. That's new.
Is it?
You don't have to be frustrating about everything. Are you being straight with me?
Felina, stops and, sort of ponders a bit. Well, I guess whether or not it's different is a matter of perspective. It's bigger. It's more... I opened my eyes. Does that help?
Absolutely not.
Well, I looked at it and sometimes, you wake up in the morning and you're groggy and you're not really picking up on things. There could be like a gorilla in your room and you wouldn't notice, Does that you're with me so far? Like, you're not being very sometimes you're just not observant. You don't got an eye for detail, you're too distracted and whatnot. And then sometimes, you're really like alert. Like, what's the most like alert you've ever felt? And the clearest things have looked to you.
Okay. Was it the gift that you picked up in there?
I don't think so. Maybe. But, it feels just more clarity. Things just got really, clear.
Right.
And I paid attention, and I looked at things in a new way, and I just, saw how to get where we needed to get.
Right.
And Felina taps the side of her temple. It's all in here. It's the same powers, just how you think about them, how you apply them.
I've heard that lesson a few times from different people. You're the first person who's ever said it where I utterly doubt the words.
I'd say you should trust me more, but that's probably bad advice. I'll try and think of a better way to explain it.
Right. Anyway, Tenzis.
Off to Tenzis. So, Hero.
Yeah.
As you're walking along with them,
Walking downtown.
yeah, Scott actually approaches you and says, "Hey, Hero,
What, Scott?
Oh, okay, tone. But you're what was do you are you gonna like want to investigate that whole thing you heard about your family?
That no, you don't need to worry about that.
Uh, I
It's
mean,
not your problem.
I mean, I guess not, but I'd honestly rather work on your problem than mine.
I don't think running a. I mean, I'm thankful for help, but I think I know my family. They can do things pretty well.
All right, but you said you live. You said this was a place off across off the coast.
Yes.
And it
So,
has
it would be a bit hard to get there.
it has its own
Like,
infrastructure. Huh? Sounds like a pretty safe place.
it does. It is pretty safe.
Yeah. What did you say it was called again?
Enough.
Anoth. Anoth. Yeah, he just nods and like taps his head. I'm gonna keep that in mind. All right, we gotta get to Tenzis now.
Oh no, poor hero does not realize. Yeah, it's a pretty chill place. Had a bit of a history with the warlords, though. Back in the olden days, the whole thing before it was united under one government.
Ah, did you live in any? Did you live in like one of the? How did you? How like much of a? How many like buildings they got? Did you live in one of the big? Did you live in like a big place?
What? No, I lived on a farm.
A farm. Oh, okay. So like they have like villages.
Yeah,
All right. All right. Okay.
pretty quaint.
Did you know any blacksmiths?
No, why do you ask? I don't use Scott. I don't use weapons and
That's
stuff.
true. That's true.
Well, I use weapons, but I don't use physical weapons.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. You're very interesting.
That said, I'm pretty sure there were a bunch of blacksmiths.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There would be. Okay. That's fine. All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And that guy is weird.
And yeah, he just sort of hastens along.
Actually, like if Angelo is free, Hero is just gonna catch up to him. Like, is it just me or is that Scott dude a bit weird?
Yes.
Don't be off.
Okay, it's not just me then. So it's not a normal thing then that he act like that around these parts.
I mean, we've been in. We just left Terrebonne.
True.
Some time ago.
I mean, yeah, but he's a bit different from a Terrebonian.
Well, yes, he's not.
Do you
Scott
say-
isn't a
do you say-
Terreboner.
Do you say Terrebonian? Terreboner?
I say Terraboner. He's from Regents, by the way.
Yeah.
Or that's where we found him, at least.
Yes.
So
Still, Hemlock is a weird place.
yes, no one quite acts as they should.
Yeah. Seems that a lot of people have lots to hide here too, for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, that they do.
Okay. So, as you approach Tenzis gates, the walls of Tenzis, it's night. You do not see the circus outside.
Oh.
You do not see the circus outside.
Oh, do you think we? Well, we've got to go in and have a look, but perhaps we missed them.
And but there are gate
And
guards.
we don't have the wind thing either, because Sylvana's using that, isn't she?
Yeah.
Dang.
Dang, indeed.
Diddly dang. All right, well,
Dang.
let's go ask the guards
Wait, ask the guards what?
Wait, but
if the
circus
circus is in town.
I know, so you gotta
I
talk
guess
to them
that's
to
an.
get in. So
Yeah, also that. But you know, it would be pretty unfortunate if we talked to them and paid a fee or something to get in, only to then find out the circus was not in fact in town.
Well,
I guess you're right there. I guess.
So yeah, there are just two gate guards just sort of standing at attention with
Mhm.
spears. As they see you approach, they signal for you to approach slowly.
We
Just
slow
like
down.
sort of eyebrows raised, like, okay, you know,
Alright.
hands up, you know, walk in.
All right. Was state names and purpose.
Helena.
Hero. Hero Hasegawa.
Angelo Elgado.
Scott.
We're here to see the circus.
The circus. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, the circus, for safety reasons, is being held in the city park inside.
Oh, cool.
I see. So is it possible to get in there?
Well, right now it's night, so they're not operating. But
yes,
if
is
you'd
it
like to get
possible?
into town, well, we just need to ask you some questions first.
Ah.
It's just with the way things are around here recently. Are any of you from a Confederate city?
What's a Confederate?
Do you mean from birth, or do you mean we came that way?
Either or.
No, I'm not for Hemlock.
All right.
I'm not from a Confederate city.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep. And Scott shakes his head. Regents, born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And are any of you from Emberwell?
No. Like I said, I'm not Hemlock. I'm not from Hemlock.
All right. Associated with anyone from Emberwell?
No, never met one.
Right. And finally, I can't believe we have to ask this. Have you seen or heard of any kind of sorcerer any kind of sorcerer commanding great power or over Storm?
Storm.
I don't think
Oh.
so. How about you, Hero?
Wait, can you say that again?
Have you seen or heard of any sorcerers that happen to have some command over the storms, winds, waters?
Helena is looking at Hero with, you know, big eyes and like a great deal of slightly
Okay, here's a
smug
question.
curiosity.
Angelo is like totally frozen up. He's trying to hold his like hair.
Here's a
together.
question. Have we mentioned that Angelo is a sorcerer somewhere? Like when Hero was
Yes.
around?
Yeah,
He
you had to
has.
talk about where your
It's
powers
been
come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very apparent. It's knowledge amongst the whole group that where Angelo's powers come from, and he's not been very good at hiding them in his pursuit of trying to look like it's just martial arts shit.
Scott just says, "Never seen a sorcerer in my life ever."
Why do you ask?
It's just a question on our list. Just yes or no.
I mean, I've
Not
seen
not with great power.
yeah, I've seen many sorcerers, but so I can't remember.
There's plenty who travel.
It's not the reason.
There's plenty
Yeah.
who travel these lands wielding magics.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so no particular affinity for wind that you can point out.
I mean, I saw one that had that, but that was a while ago since I last saw that.
Okay, well, all right. God damn it. Well, could you just tell us where that was? We have to file that.
It just points where we came from. Over there.
In the mist?
Yeah,
Are you sure you didn't just see a demon?
maybe I did.
It is possible you saw a demon. Do you think you saw a demon in the mist?
Maybe.
Or
I mean, I did see a demon.
angel?
No, wait, I did see a demon in the mist. I did see a
Selena's
demon.
actually helping you get out of this without lying. She's being nice, and you're.
I did.
We have we have just traveled through the mist, so
Oh, okay. So you're a bit out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Just write down the mist. What's he gonna do? Right? Yeah, the other guard just sort of sighs and nods and just writes something down.
Who's he?
I was so close to saying, yeah, what's he gonna do in character? Did. Just say in character you see Angelo about to fucking say something and just...
Selena, despite herself, if you're paying attention, you can actually see she, there is a slight eye twitch of regret. But she can't help herself. She goes, "Who's he?"
Oh God. Okay. Listen, we have a list of questions given to us to ask everyone who comes into the city, just for security reasons. One of the nobles swung his power around to amend the list to include a question about a sorcerer. Because I don't know, someone he knows is MIA. Guy from House Lombard.
Oh, maybe we can help actually before he says House
No,
Lombard.
please. Oh.
No, Hero says before he says House Lombard, Hero just goes, "Well, maybe we can help him."
You think Hero at Felina's head shoots around to look at Hero again with a kind of delighted and stupefied look on her face. Really? You think we can help?
Oh well, if you have information, then you should go to this location in the city, connected to. So just ask after a House Lombard.
Well, I'm certain that we will swing by that way and offer that information. Now we must get. We're just coming from the mist. We want to catch the circus and.
Absolutely. Yeah.
God does not question. We really want to see the circus that we cut through the goddamn mist.
Damn, dedicated.
We'll let him know that we'll let them know that you're still swing by.
Well, that's grand. Let's.
That's great. Perfect.
Could you tell us the cheapest accommodations in town?
Cheapest. All right. Well,
because a certain cat spent our money.
I wonder who.
All right. Okay. Cheapest. Well, for that, you're gonna want to head over to. You're gonna want to head across the canal. Sort of on the. You're gonna want to head across the canal, sort of on the. More sparse east side of the city. The cheapest ends are over there.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, good
I'm
sir.
I'm presuming far away from where Angelo used to live. I don't know that though. Angelo actually doesn't know much about his own city because it was very guided.
He lived in a gated community.
Not quite gated community, but yeah. Very gated reality.
Sheltered.
Yeah.
So we've taken all your appearance. All right, you finish your sketches, and he tells the other guardian, who nods and just shows him. He just has been drawing sketches of all four of you.
Hey, if I'm looking someone up, do you know where I would go to find someone? I don't have an address, but a name.
Let's see. Well, you could go to. Just go to the city guard headquarters.
Oh, you're a city guard. Can you help me?
We don't have that stuff on us. HQ has that kind of stuff. We're not. it's one of those duties that is supposed to be handled by the actual governance, but we do it. So just go to HQ.
Got it. But you don't want to do it because that's I
I
understand.
I don't have the stuff to do it, man.
Maybe someday you will. Don't worry. I have faith in you, man.
All right, okay, fine. We have sketches, we have names. Okay, head on in. Don't cause trouble.
Wouldn't dream of
Mhm.
it.
What you want, sir?
Okay, and yes, in the dead of night, you are in Kansas.
Nice.
We're in tenses.
Right over here.
God, I had an idea for a magic item I never had time to make. It would have been so stupid.
Yes.
It was essentially just going to be part hood, part kind of bag of holding so that Angelo could wear a hood.
Oh, I like that. Like, contain his
That's
hair. That's
funny.
good.
Yeah.
I see.
But
yeah.
we never got round to that. So yeah, Angelo's just... I think actually... this would look stupid. I think Angelo kind of like tucks his hair into like the back of his robe or whatever it is he's wearing at the moment, just to kind of conceal the long hair.
Tie it in a bun.
Oh yeah, that works too.
There are a few
That'd be a
people-
big ass bun considering the... I don't actually know much about food, but how much you can fucking compress.
So yeah, there are a few people just sort of, hustling about. It's a city, at night. So, it's, not quite as many people as you'd see in Terrebonne, but still a decent amount of night walkers around.
Felina is very, excited. She's never seen the city. This is also the farthest north she's ever been. And, she's like almost overstimulated, head looking around, looking at all the sights.
Yeah.
I think actually it's, maybe a few points while going through, Angelo does like try and low profile, just go, Felina, don't draw attention.
Why not?
Why?
We're trying.
Why not?
Yeah.
Did you not listen to what the guards outside were asking?
Oh, I'm not drawing attention to you.
You're drawing attention
I
to
get
us.
your point. I get your point. Fair enough. Fair enough. Still, this is cool.
It's...
So there are canals here, right? I want to see them.
I'm sure there are canals on the eastern side.
Okay. Wait, you're sure? You don't know? Aren't you, like, from here? Sorry, that was me. It's okay.
It's fine. There's a few things I want to explain when we make it to the inn. If it's quiet, if we're not in company.
Cool.
So yeah, you can see where the bridges are.
Wait, are we going straight to the inn? I feel like we should check on the circus first.
That's a point, but I doubt it's leaving tomorrow unless we've been that slow. But okay, yes. Let's head to.
Yeah, I guess.
City Park. Angelo says, realizing he has no idea where the city park is. And
Will they give us directions to it?
So, Angelo, you could, know where this is, right? Where the city park is.
I've seen it. I've been there, but no.
Felina,
Let's find a map.
Yeah, Felina, for once you have a good idea.
Yeah,
For
there's
once.
walking, just sort of walking through the main square. Sort of like off to the side, a few like just like a few minutes in, like there is someone who there is like a billboard with a map on it. Someone's just sort of laying against it,
Cool.
like snoozing.
See, keep your eyes open and, you'll find what you need.
And yeah, is this map. As you can see, north of where you are, there's a public venue in the Parks and Recreation District.
Can you give me, like, 30 seconds? I need to grab my purse, because I don't
Okay.
have my phone for my, calendar.
Okay. And it also points out, you see where all the canal, all the bridges across.
Angelo's just like looking and studying this map just to kind of think of any escape routes in case he's found out.
Okay, pass.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying
But
to
this is when Angelo
true.
real.
I can observe the city and ask what's my best way in, out, or through.
Whatever.
Is this what Angelo realizes he also just is horrible at reading maps?
You do actually see him go a little bit solemn looking at like the map of his hometown, just like realizing he doesn't actually recognize anywhere.
So,
Like,
mapper.
yes, this is a map.
Polina, is spending a lot of time sort of studying it, committing it to memory.
I don't even know where House Lombard is on this thing.
I mean, why would you want to know?
Angelo kind of just turns and looks at Hero.
Well, I figure it would probably be somewhere around, in this area on this little peninsula. That's cool that it's surrounded by the thing that's like a moat and you have the gate. That's clever design, how they use that. This is a natural river, right? Or was it constructed?
Are you asking that in character?
Yes.
All right.
I'll spout lore, see if I ever learned that much, because I imagine there must have been some history learned
Alright.
about.
For some reason, I imagine that his dad would go, "No, son, it's not worth learning about the rivers."
I mean, he liked Tenzus. Keith Lombard he liked the city quite a bit. He was a loyalist guy. Why was it bloody? And he wanted Angelo to know everything he did. Which actually does make it kind of tragic that, yeah, he hadn't actually learned the fucking layout of the city yet, just bits and pieces of the history. Not actually where anything is, not any relation. He wasn't raised very well.
Isn't this place lovely, son?
But he does know that. He does know the history of whether this was a man-made or natural river.
Yeah. So it was a natural. It was a wide natural lake before it was sort of drained out a bit and carved into this canal. So it's partially natural, partially man-made.
Yeah, Angelo explains that. Well, it was natural to begin with, and then they made it suit their needs. Cut into it, changed it, built around it.
Wow, that must have taken so much, labor to change the entire landscape of the place.
Yeah, no.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, they can organize a big project when they need to. Actually, yeah, that's the thing, because my knowledge of, Tenzus, culturally, I mean, it's just, well, it's fucking Bradley, for a start, and the vampires, so it strikes me as a very militaristic and magical town. Not to mention it's based on Venice, so there are some fucking construction works that they'd clearly be...
Yeah.
Though I don't understand, why did they connect the river here to make it,
defensible.
instead of letting it continue around? Feels a bit weird to me.
Creates a natural defensible point, forces them, funnels anyone who might get into the city in the way they want. You could do that, I imagine, while still connecting the rivers, but if you leave someone an opening, they might be more likely to take it.
Yeah, it's weird. You usually do that around the whole city, not just a specific part of it.
Angelo shrugs.
Usually. What are you basing that off of? Aren't you from an island? I mean, I guess that's kind of like a moat surrounding a thing, but that's not really a fair comparison.
I'm just saying. I've seen towns where you put the rivers around it.
Well, sometimes towns grow.
I guess.
Beyond their original. And sometimes, you care more about keeping out people within your town than people outside it.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
Sounds like
either, but
sounds like needless dividing.
Now the place the guard pointed out to you to go check out, to tell you to to swing by and ask after House Lombard. they'd let them know that you'd be there.
Which is very rude of them.
Is right here. It's this. Call it civil affairs.
Civil affairs.
Where?
Over by markets and utilities.
Okay. Well, we should probably check out
Okay.
the public venue first, and then
Mhm.
not go to civil affairs.
Right
'Cause
across
we
the
were
room.
lying about doing that.
No, Felina has a reason. She wants to look up Katrina, her like
Oh, yeah.
godmother, I guess.
Well, Angelo was lying.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, remember the guards told you to just go to guard HQ for that.
Oh, never mind. That was
Yeah.
Guard HQ, not Civil Affairs.
Yeah.
Whoopsies. Yeah, not doing that. Or we could give them false information.
Could do that.
Could say, saw you like way over in Emberwell or something. Ooh, that would get them real upset, wouldn't it?
That would. Not sure I'm
Or a
here to
Confederate
agitate, but Angelo's thought process is get in and get out. But maybe it could be fun to get a bit of revenge.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Just a little bit.
A little bit of trolling.
We do a little bit of troll.
Angelo just says like we'll see to feeding them false intel.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Angelo's like constantly like looking over his shoulder, looking about, scoping things out. Yeah, he's like, for all of his judgment of Felina, he is just as bad in another way.
So yeah, the guy who was just snoozing on the billboard kind of stirs a bit as he sees you and says, "Oh, jeez, you four lost or something?"
Yes.
Yes.
Nope, just tourists.
Right. I mean that one seems antsy. He says, looking at Angelo, as he tries to get to his feet. Ah, jeez, I fell asleep here. Fuck.
Oh, you don't live here?
I live here I live in the city. I don't live next to a billboard.
You just lie next to billboards?
I was
What's wrong with
tired.
billboards?
Oh, nothing much. I was just tired. Bit of a binge. What do you as a tourist, huh? What are you here for?
The circus.
Oh, the
yeah.
circus. Cool, yeah. They're gonna have well, they're closed right now, but tomorrow they're gonna be right back at it. They got some cool things there.
How long have they been in town for?
Only since yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. No rush then.
Yeah.
Bit of a rush. Bit of a rush.
They're gonna be a bit. I think they're gonna be pretty slow coming in and out. With how things are around here, they've had to acquiesce to a lot of extra security provided by the city.
Right. Well, that's fascinating.
Yeah. They had to. Oh man, I can't imagine the fee they had to pay to the city to get them to. Well, the fee the city kind of forced on them. Really, they have to have They have to commit some city guards to the place, just to patrol around it.
Uh-huh.
Huh. They have guards patrolling the circus.
Yeah. They've been government's been kind of on edge recently.
What? Oh, they've been on edge.
About
Well,
circuses?
we technically yeah, he just kind of shakes his head. Oh man, hell of a thing to sober up to. We still haven't technically sent in a formal well, we don't want to call it surrender, but an acquiescence to the treaties.
Oh, I
So
see.
as far as certain parties are concerned, we're technically still at war.
So, and yet they still let the circus come into town.
Well, they got vetted hardcore. They spent a while out there.
That makes sense.
They gotta be like,
Are they still on their boxes? I hope not.
it's like, you know, I just really think we should gotta the fucking hard asses up in wherever they're holding their meetings every day. Like they gotta just like end this, right? I know you're
Yeah.
not from Texas, so you wouldn't get it, I guess. But like we should just send a delegation, right, to the Emberwell conference. But they're spooked about anyone from Emberwell even showing up here. They've only got a few of them, just permanently talking to the nobles and other people around the city, just to try and get us to end it already.
They won't.
Huh?
So, I mean, yes. I mean, I
You're a
hope
bit-
shit's out.
Yeah. Well, sound like a cynic there.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't judge a place just because one hungover citizen is telling you some grievances.
No, of course not. That would be foolish to do, wouldn't it?
Pretty foolish, pretty foolish. Anyway, place is still enjoyable once you get in. You guys not got anywhere to stay?
Oh, we've been pointed to an inn. Unless there's somewhere you might suggest.
Oh, did they point you to the place in middle, the place across the canal?
Yes, on the eastern
Yeah.
side.
It's not the cheapest, but it's the one they go with because they don't like the people that go to the actual cheapest place.
Oh, that sounds like our place then.
So where is that?
Ah, well, that's a little nook over closer to the river. He actually goes and looks at the billboard. It's right around here.
Markets
Ooh.
and utilities. Right.
Cool.
It's one of the only inns where they let you drink after 3 a.m.
What do you mean?
Most of the other inns kind of put a cap on you, especially after
What?
3 a.m.
How? What
Because
the
people
fuck?
go around causing like nuisances, apparently.
Oh, I'll
And,
show them a fucking nuisance.
yeah, exactly. Like, I could get fined for being drunk and sleeping on this billboard.
That's
fact-
fucked up.
In fact, he looks down his back and he just turns around. Is there a paper on my back?
Is there?
There is. And yeah, and it's a fine.
Not for long, Felina says, snatching the paper off his back.
Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Knew it.
You're
Knew
gonna
it.
cut him free from the concept of being fined.
I don't think I know how to do that
Okay.
yet.
You're not
And I
that-
would
you're not
just have to
operating-
cut him from this fine. I don't think I have thusly mastered my power enough yet to do that.
Ah.
We didn't get to you soon enough, it seems.
Oh. Yeah. Makes sense.
That's fucked up. This city sucks. I take back what I said about the canal.
It's fun when it's not so tense.
Says
Kansas.
That's why they call... I'm glad all three of us went for that.
I thought Neo was bowling that for us.
Yeah. No, but we all rose to the bait,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is better. When we were into Confederacy, it was just a much more fun place. They weren't so stringent about some things. And then everyone got paranoid when the war started.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask it. Is Bradley still around?
Oh yeah, for sure. I swear he is like he is aged 5 times faster ever since that war started. He just wants the whole fucking thing over.
Yeah,
Felina's eyes
that
narrow a
seems-
bit, her ears perk up. Bradley. I've heard that before. Who's that?
He's a captain of a guard.
Oh.
Is the only person with power that actually talks to the citizens.
So,
What? Nobody else does?
I only occasionally we get addresses down up at the venue. But for the most part, they just kind of ignore us and do what they want. Which, for the most part, was okay. But then they decided to put us to war.
The nobility exist in their own little dimension.
Yeah, I sure
I've been
do.
to many cities, but I've never been to a city where the nobility didn't suck ass. The best you can hope is, they just kind of like stay behind their walls and don't, ruin things for everyone else too much. That's pretty much been the case in Terrebonne, but I mean, kind of the same deal. It's been getting worse, with the war and everything.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
war just made shit worse for a lot of people. Anyway, how about I lead you to my favorite end? That's where I was at.
Angelo, like,
Yeah,
kind of looks at the
okay.
group. You didn't want to. Well, hang on. Can
We can, if it's over here, we can, see, the thing is, the venue is kind of, on the way there-ish.
have
If
to
we
dive-
just go
well,
north
We'd have to
into...
divert, and now we have. I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name's Rocco. Wait, you want to go to the venue? Shit's closed.
Well, we
I've
have
never let that
business.
stop me before.
They got guards around it, man. Like,
Hang on. Let me just have a word with my compatriots real quick.
yeah, sure.
Angelo just kind of like takes you to a side and just.
Dip my head in the water.
Angelo just kind of whispers to the two of you. I've got an idea, but we'll have to discuss it when we won't get Rocco in trouble or anyone else.
Ooh, this sounds fun. Okay, I'm game.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I think it's an idea that's up your alley, Felina, and it might help us quite a bit, though it's a little bit risky, and it could have blowback if we don't handle it absolutely right.
Like, every, segment of that sentence, Felina's eyebrows, jump a bit higher, and her smile grows a bit wider.
All right, we'll discuss it once we're at the inn and we have a moment to ourselves. I
Okay.
just have to put off the little. Yeah, let's. And Android turns back. Sorry about that, Rocco. Yes, let's head to the inn.
Wonderful.
So
Yeah.
wait, you're a local.
Yep.
So what are you doing operating out of an inn? Or are you just there?
Oh, yeah. No, it's sort of a friend of mine owns it. So I kind of just crash there a lot.
I see.
Wife kicked you out, huh?
Not wife.
No, that feels a bit.
Husband?
Closer.
Boyfriend?
Civil partner.
They don't sound very civil.
Well, that's what I said. Anyway, how about we get on our way?
Sure.
Felina
Yeah,
does
no.
laugh out loud, that's an in-character laugh.
Nice.
Here we go. What are you laughing at? That's just
That was clever.
I mean, they weren't
Well.
particularly civil if they just kicked him out like that.
I mean, might have been his fault. You're making a lot of assumptions, Hero.
I guess I am.
Now, I'm
Ugh.
gonna pop downstairs real quick.
Okay.
Do feel free to continue on when we get to
Mhm.
the. Actually, we'll probably instantly warp to the end. Well, I'll have my bit in a moment.
Oh well, I have a in-character conversation to have with Scott. I've been putting off to
All
do
right,
that.
yeah. You're walking there. Yeah,
mhm.
Scott just. Yep.
So yeah, Felina's sort of like, hey, you haven't like properly met Randall yet, have you?
I have not. Well, you know, we were. We met. We were in the same room together. You
Oh, so
said.
you've seen him at least, yeah. He's
Yeah,
cute.
he
You'll like
gave.
him, I think.
He gave me a bit of an eye. When
Ooh,
we were.
Felina's, eyebrows shoot up for a second there and just. All right, well.
He studied me with a little bit of skepticism when he saw me. It's
Oh,
shit.
don't worry, he's stupid.
That might be because of something we actually did do, but not at the time.
Yeah, exactly. He's, don't worry about it.
That was
He's, I can gaslight him into believing or doing pretty much anything, if I need
Oh,
to.
wow.
It'll be fine.
You're gonna gaslight him.
Oh, it's convince him, color his
Actually,
reality to be a bit better.
How out loud does Felina say this?
Oh yeah, definitely loud enough Hero can hear.
Felina, what the?
Oh, what? Are you gonna tell Randall what Scott did? Are you gonna put Scott in that situation?
What I
Hero?
did?
I mean,
Who
ideally
you
you.
did? Would you prefer that?
Ideally,
Bravery?
you two should tell him.
And what if we don't? Are you gonna take it upon yourself to, provide that information in the name of honesty?
I mean, Felina, he's your boyfriend, isn't he?
I'm back.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, maybe I'll
Honesty boy?
Maybe I'll tell him.
Really? Scott, can you believe that? I'm looking out for you, and Hero's just gonna, do that, put you in that awkward situation.
You shouldn't talk about other people's private lives.
Exactly.
I don't agree with what they're doing either, Hero, but they are right. That's just incredibly rude. What you should be upset about is the fact that we're working really hard to reunite them while this is going on.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Fine.
Besides, from what bits and pieces I've gathered of that relationship, this isn't a mountain, this is a bump in the road. It's happened.
Fine, whatever.
Speaking of honesty, those poor guards sure were looking for, a certain, storm sorcerer, huh, Hero?
Yeah, no.
Do you think you helped them as much as you could have? Do you think you shared as much information as,
Oh, shut up.
It's almost like
No, I mean...
It's almost like context doesn't exist.
I mean, you just didn't share all the information you could have, because it would have been, greatly inconvenient and potentially, dangerous for a friend of yours based on, extenuating circumstances. Just like when a certain cowboy shot some people, that could have been just sort of, not remembered.
A cowboy did what?
Also,
don't
I'm
worry
going to say
about it.
this, Felina. You're saying that, and yes, if Hero had confessed, that would have created trouble for all of us, including him. Him telling Randall would be exactly the kind of thing I feel you would do, and then find it extremely funny.
I mean, I would probably find it funny. That's definitely fair.
Jesus Christ.
Angelo's starting to really figure out Felina, at least in this regard.
Really
Starting to
really
navigate
makes you
the unsolvable hypocrisies.
Yeah.
really makes you think. Whatever.
Hero, you do you. Just consider the consequences of your actions.
And remember that she was able to cut through one of my storms earlier, and Black's...
He can remember that if he wants to.
He remembers that. He remembers. He is very observant when related to impressive feats of combat.
The point is she's getting far more dangerous by the moment.
I'm not dangerous.
You're extremely
Yes, you are.
dangerous.
You're very dangerous.
That hurts. I've never done anything dangerous to anyone that you guys have seen.
Whose idea was the ball again?
Hey, man, the ring just did that, okay?
See? Thank you, Scott.
I didn't have control over that.
No,
If you don't have control over that, maybe you shouldn't wear the ring. You're saying.
What do you want me to cut off my finger?
Oh yeah, you can't remove it. Sorry,
You should be.
not to you.
I didn't. You know what? Never mind.
So yeah, as you get to the bridge across the canal, Rocco pauses. Okay, now this is my favorite bridge in the city, because you can sort of. This is the one they haven't done. This is the one that's the lagging behind on the maintenance as much. It's safe, but if you try, you can rock it back and forth.
Ooh! Okay, I'm back on board. This sounds fun.
And yeah, he steps on and just like grabs both sides and just starts like trying to shake it. And yeah, it rocks back a little. Fun.
Angelo is just kind of like standing back a bit, just
Oh.
and just listening for the creaks of the damn thing.
Yeah, it's not. Don't worry, it's not even dangerous if you fall in the water.
It's
Yeah, Felina is, very eagerly rocking it with him.
Hero.
Yeah.
Something strikes you.
No.
Something takes over you.
Oh no.
You are command an overwhelming idea. A single thought and idea overwhelms you.
Oh no.
Things belong in the water.
What?
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 A hypnotic suggestion rockets forward.
There's something
Things
happened in a
belong
previous
in
session
the
that I
water.
forgot.
Oh no, it's
This was a
Felina.
long time ago.
Oh no. So Neo, what is the nearest source of water then? It is.
The
The
canal.
canal.
Right over
Oh,
the bridge.
Yeah,
right
but
over the
okay,
those two are
what-
on a rocking bridge.
Things
Here he
belong
just
in
goes.
the water.
Here turns around. Belongs in water. So was this a rope bridge or was this like?
It's a wooden bridge, but has some sway to it.
Actually, no. Knowing Hero's direct forwardness, what Hero's gonna do? He's gonna teleport right in front of Felina. And
All right.
yeah, no, you just see him pop ahead. And he just says belongs in water, and he's gonna shove her into the canal.
Nice.
Based.
Oh no.
Just completely
She
unprompted.
gives out a yelp, as she does, sort of like it, just like scrambling legs on nothing, in air.
Actually, no, I like to think that Hero teleports behind her and just
Nothing
grabs her
personal.
over his head.
God.
I think
Yeah,
Angelo
and
runs over and just like looks over the side of the side of the bridge.
Oh shit! Rocco just said where'd that
Things-
come from?
You
Things
hear,
belongs-
those like
Hero.
very angry cat noises, that like angry cat yowling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Felina's doing that as she like splashes furiously in the water.
Hero, that
Question.
was mightily uncalled for. Good going.
Actually, do I still have the urge of things belongs in the water?
It's been cooled a bit, but you still know. You still just understand.
Yeah, no,
the
as
truth
Angelo
of
turns
things.
around and says that Hero
Belongs in
just
the water.
grabs him. Things belongs in the water.
I'm gonna-
Tosses him over.
No, I'm gonna try and parry this. I'm gonna try and reverse this and throw him. I'm contesting this action.
Okay, how do we decide
How do we
this?
decide this?
I'm gonna say contest of decks.
Oh no! I'm sluggish.
Haha!
Okay, yes, you toss Hero in the water.
Hero, what
No!
do you like? Yeah, Angelo's a bit taken by surprise, but just manages to like get his arm the right way and just like throw him aside.
Hero, you understand that you this also sates you a bit as you two are a thing. that should be in the water.
Question: am I like lucid or am I still going?
Hero, that
Uh,
was wholly uncalled for.
I'm gonna say now you just have to. Let's see. I'm gonna say you're to be completely lucid. You can either make a wisdom check or you can discard one of your items or one of Felina's items into the water.
Oh!
For free.
Oh my god.
And you'll
What
be
do
knocked out
Felina have on
immediately.
her?
Naturally. Felina's stuff.
Oh god.
Yeah, just
Felina has her coin purse, her dungeon rations, one of her throwing knives.
Oh no.
How many coins do you have, Felina?
I only have 6 coins, but I do have my hypnosis manual. I have a
And-
monster encyclopedia. I have a free ride wristband. A
Oh.
bunch of adventuring gear. I still have a sight potion.